Hello viewers, welcome to DM Astrology. We are into the series of Gemini Ascendant. In Gemini Ascendant, we have completed the Ascendant itself. Now we are going to see the house Sun effect in the second house. Second house Sun in Gemini Ascendant. Now here see the two partition Mercury average with the Sun and the house lord. House lord is here moon. So moon is very comfortable with the sun. Karaka significant Jupiter very good with the sun. But only thing is that the sun is not comfortable here, being it is seated. It's a lot of a third house seated in the second house. So what happened that being a lot of a third house seated from its own house 12, so it will decrease the courage and persons are more reliable and more fearful with their family, and because of the family they could not take any steps, and they cannot take any you can say that courageous step in their life, and then they afterward regret for that also. So it happens that the sun being in the second house in the Gemini sign, Gemini ascendant in the Cancer sign, being very good for the second house, it will not good for the third house. Being a lot of third house seated in the 12th house, it will not give courageous things, and whatever the courage, whatever the bold step they have taken in their life will not give them appropriate result. So that's why it's not perfect for them having a sun in the third house, second house. Okay. Now we'll see the how it will affect the second house. In second house, it's in the friendly home. So he'll be welcome in the second house. Second house, we all know it's a house of finance, it's a house of a relationship, it's a house of your speech, your sanskara. All sanskar also come from second house. Taste, all our tongue and taste also comes in the second house. So that's a family, common treasury, wealth. Also, it is a second house, dhanabhava, and also a family relationship and society, your blood relation and your parental family comes in the second house. Now being sun seated in the second house is become more powerful. He will be known by his family. Sometimes what happened, the people don't use their surname. See, surname is always the introduction of your family, and it's also a way to get the good deeds from our ancestor. So surname and the family name, because surname is always a family name. So family name, that's the family name, fame and recognition, everything will be in the second house. So how the person will be good relation with the family, their family is always being done some remarkable or notable things by which their family is famous. You also seen that some of the person is a family member or a freedom fighter, or might be working in the government, or might be in the police, army, navy, or done some remarkable thing. Because of this, the entire family got the name, fame and recognition. The same way when the sun in the second house, and also it's a friend house, we have not find in the Aries ascendant, we have not find in the Taurus ascendant, but certainly for Gemini ascendant, the second house is very powerful for the sun. This house is ruled with the mood. It's not a moon, but it's a mood. So here the sun gives the direction, sun gives the light, and sun gives the enlightenment for this house. So their family related matters are very well solved, as their families are very emotional, their families are very bonded and very much into the emotion and link or having a intimacy with each other. Here the sun focus the real feature of the families, so he is always attached with the family, and person can do anything for the family because of the name, fame and recognition of a family. They can sacrifice for themselves also, because the sun is a soul. So here the person will having a very good comfort house for sun to sit in the moon house, So it will always be very beneficiary, as we all know that sun is highly inefficient. You can go through my sun video where I mentioned that sun is highly inefficient planet. So he will not bring anything into the life, but because of the name, because of the reputation of the family, because some remarkable things has done by their ancestral, their family members, this person doesn't have any hard efforts to put himself in the society. So that is a sun being seated in the moon house, enhance the emotion, enhance the good deeds inside the person, and that's way it will always keeping very good connection and connected with the family. Related to finance, as he is very sensitive about the money or wealth, this son will only spend the things amongst the society or amongst the family only. So this person will more care about their families and finance. And being son seated here, he will be always following the system of a family. We call as an ancestral rule, or rudhi chusta, or we can call as a parampara. So he'll be following the all the rituals, all the norms, duties, liabilities of the family. So he'll carry forward these all things in their life. So ultimately it is good for the family, it good for the wealth. For speech also, his speech, his language will be also, sometimes it is harsh because of the sun, we can feel, but it's always have a straightforward things. He mean to say what he want to say, so he will always have a sharp talk, and it is always remembered to the family person. So his speech is also influential, and he might be become a good orator, being a moon in the inside, and the outside is seated planet is sun in the very comfort house, right? So he'll be very good orator also. They should come into in front of the society, and they should guide them. For sanskara, they never compromise anything to their sanskara, their sacrament. So he always, it's called that the person can die for the sacrament. So he'll be always a person who will always take care of, not for her own sake, but for the entire family or entire society. So he'll be always more focused on the means of a family rather than focusing in his own things. Now Sun is also a significator of a first house, it is seated second, so he will be also taking care of himself, his own health, and also he is very much conscious about the family also. Sun is directly aspecting the 8th house. 8th house is a house of fear. So whatever the fear is there, he will be always try to control the fear by his confidence. So with his whole-hearted confidence, he can overcome his fear. So for fear, and due to the good deeds for the family, and always following the rituals and the rules, regulation, and sacrament of a family, he will never face a problem related to inheritance property. So in 8th house we see the inheritance property, but that inheritance property you will be going to acquire by your family. So if you are keeping good relation with the family, you will never face a problem during the partition or during right of your share in the ancestral property. So by other way, it is also encouraging the part of the 8th house, giving good result for first house, vitality, immunity, and disease fighting things. It is also good. Only thing is that the third house becomes somewhat silent. Here, if the Mars seated well, then only he will able to do some courageous work. Otherwise, it will be possible that he will be not show or no able to bring out his own courage and his own wish, right? So all the way the moon, the lord of this house, has a very good comfort house here, so no problem for this. And here now we are going inside the house. The inside the house, the Jupiter is the main person. Jupiter is a significator, and Jupiter also have a very good combination with the sun. So Sun and Jupiter being a both fiery nature, both close friend, intimacy friend, Adimitra. both are very close to each other, this sun will not have a problem to enjoy the money, enjoy the wealth, enjoy the family relationship, everything in the means of enjoyment. See, the Lord Moon is only available to give the things, because Lord is only meant for the giving the house result and come out. To bring the result out from the house is a duty of the lord of that house, but to enjoy the pleasure out of this house is a significant role, and significator is a Jupiter, is a growth. So this growth, the family growth, the wealth growth, the sacrament growth, the speech improvement, this all will be benefited to the person being Jupiter having close relationship with the sun. So sun will not obstruct any result of a Jupiter. Sun will also highlight the result of this house, as well as it will also give the result. Main thing, if sun doesn't give the result, it's okay. It should not obstruct the result of this house. It's the main concern. So here main concern, you will be quite happy that a person having a good family values, wealth also having very good wealth, and able to enjoy the wealth also. So on that part also the person will be very much lucky. So everything from the rules to the things to come out, as well as to think to enjoy, all both the things will be very well settled for this person. So sun in the second house in the Gemini ascendant will not create any major problem, except the third house lordship. It will not give result of the third house, but his planning will be very good, his relationship with the families, his basic root cause. See, the second house is also for our values. What values we got from the families or by genes. So whatever the rules, regulation, all these things he has brought from the genes, from his ancestors, he will keep that ancestral things intact. He will also apply and he will try to pass that same genes, same sacraments and values of the family, values of the money, everything to his next generation. So that way also the sun is very powerful in the second house. So all the way the second house will not be suffering with due to the placement of sun. Eighth house is also benefited. First house is also almost a charge. 10th house name, fame, recognition and parent father yoga will also be good. So all the way this house will not going to suffer due to the placement of a sun. So only the lord of the ascendant Mercury is average. It will not encourage, as well as it will not discourage the sun to give or not to give the result. So he will keep mum. The Lord Moon always having a very positive rules relation with the Sun, so it is also encourage the result of this house. And last but not least, the Jupiter being a significator of this house will not also obstruct the result of this house. So he will be getting also this good result, because to get the honor has to be very comfortable with the planet, and also simultaneously by time of enjoying also the Jupiter will not sun will not obstruct the result of the Jupiter. Here the only placement of a moon is very important, being it's very near to sun, it may combust, and combust moon will not allow the result of this house, and sun may destroy the result of this house. So only thing is to be pray that the moon should not be in own sign with the sun, or moon should not be 6, 8 and 12 from this own house. This house means it should not place in 7th house, 9th house or 1st house, otherwise it spoil the result of the second house. And when the Lord spoil this result, the seated planet doesn't have a say, the Karaka cannot bring back that result. So only the prayer is that the moon should not sit in the worst position for this ascendant. Otherwise, on all the aspect, the sun will give very good result in second house in Gemini ascendant. So here we complete this lesson of a sun being seated in the Gemini ascendant second house. So that we have seen. In the next lecture, we are going to see Gemini ascendant sun in own sign, third house. Okay, Till that, just wait for the time. And for consultation, you can contact me in my email demastrology1@gmail.com. For more information, you can touch to my Facebook page DM Astrology or my personal Dharmesh Mehta page. You can also subscribe, like, and share my videos so that others also learn. So thank you viewers for listening this very carefully. We'll soon meet in the next series. Thank you. Namaste.